all things Tai Chi. Everything that we have been doing from the day that we met up until now that is titled Tai Chi, we're going to do Tai Chi Ruler. After we bring our bodies into place to be still in this space, we'll begin our Yan style Tai Chi 8. Then we will do our Wudang 8. And then we will do our Sun style. And remember, if you get lost, stay lost. Just find something that feels like it's where you need to come back to whatever the movement might be going next. I really say that for the Sun style practice because it's, there's no mirroring anything. It's all different side to side. So with that, my friends, let's lift our spine up high to the sky. Feel our feet sink into the earth. Let your energy grow like my watermelon plant out front. Oh my goodness, it's going to take over the yard. Relax the jaw, a little smile. Relax the eyes. Let the shoulders feel heavy drawn to the earth. Let our body sink a little bit side to side, maybe a little heel lift. Now on this, the weight sinks over the center of the foot. We avoid the hip riding out. Seated, we're going to lift the heel so we can feel a little bit of a weight change in the seated position. Now begin to let the body turn away from the rooted side. Notice it's the waist, right? The waist, or it's the heart that turns the body. I mean, sure, you can look left and right, but then the rest of the body isn't moving. That's why in Tai Chi, it's that the waist is the driver seat. It's our heart that's the driver. Now our hands close, and seated, we can tap to the front. We can tap to the kidneys. You can tap to the front. You can tap up top. You can tap coming down. Standing, you can continue to do that same. Or drum the body. And really the tapping is, there's no particular number. So I just hit those particular areas, tapped, should I say, those particular areas. And it's when you start pressing to go the opposite direction, you bend the elbows and you just give a wrap around yourself. And this tapping, you can also open the hands, take the fingertips and tap the scalp down to the forebrow, sides of the ears, down into the throat, and then the hands close and you tap up to the chest area. So if you're doing what I'm doing, your front hand now taps to that other spot right there where you would hit or tap. You had a bit of a cough, right? So that's the origin meridian line for the lungs. Now the hand's going to open and you're literally giving yourself a pat on the back. So if your hand doesn't want to go behind you, you can just rest, right? Or continue the rotation with the spine. Or don't tap the back and let the spine turn. And let everything that we're doing come to a stillness, like a ripple in the water slowly dissipating back to stillness, back to the glass, the mirror image of what it sees. To look into a still, pond to see the sky. I think I said before is the Mayans, they had reflecting pools like on the floor, a little bit of water, so they don't have to look up to see all the beauty there. They can look down to the earth. So reflect that into ourselves, the beauty that is you. Look inside. You don't have to look down. Hands gather the chi. Draw from the earth. Sink down. Now this time, without bowing the head, the hands draw to like the forebrow, and then like you're fixing your hair, let the hands just float to the side, down through the ears, across the body. Pick it back up, like we're washing ourselves with the energy. Hands just grace apart each other. One more this way. And as we open our arms, we open to give that energy hug from the each of us to the each of us. Feel that positiveness that we exchange with each other. Not just this day, but every day. And this is for all those others that bring you that positivity, smile, love. Let it sink down, layer by layer of you. Here's that ever important hug. Here for yourself. There's only one you. You have to take care of the you. As we lift ourselves up in word, we lift ourselves up in body. Feel that our sit bones to the chair or our feet are flush, firm to the floor. Lengthen our spine, our mind, our breath. One more time. Let your arms extend like the rays of the sun as the world turns to meet it again. Let the hands come down to pause so we can feel, breathe, reflect, and see the beauty of the inside of you. Last night's storm had me reflect on the 2 billion strikes of lightning, of electricity that is inside each of us. And how much energy that is in each of our trillions of cells. Wholeness of you. The hands float down. Now let's draw. If we're seated, we can leave our feet just the way they are, or, right, we'll take 2 half steps in, or standing or seated, matters not. So we begin our Yan style Tai Chi. Just as it's been practiced through all these years. Now seated, the feet are together, right? We'll take 2 steps apart. If we can, standing, let's open just with one leg. So put all the weight into your right side. This is my right side. And we open up the door. There's the wave opening the door. Just the one time. Sink. Hands to waist. We open up, create that letter W. So we can gather the energy from our east and west, our north and south, and sink it down in and through you. As we turn to the Colorado Mountains, we're going to repulse the monkey. We look to the hand that reaches away from us. Seated, it only goes where the spine allows, so we don't try to force the movement. Well, standing as well. So, side note on Repulse the Monkey, it's 3 times on the side you originally opened up to. So here's 2. And then on the side that there was the second side here, there's only 2 and like a quarter. So this is the last full movement here. Open up. We're extending our arms around the mountains, swimming through the sky. Here we pull the hands in to ward off, pull the clouds across the sky, just once, slow, feel, to roll back, embrace your moon. We step to the bottom hand, hold your horses, literally, and part as horse's mane. The arms float out like the wind, catching the American flag, just extending it to see all its glory. As we reflect on the inside of ourselves, to see our glory. Part the horse's mane, other side. Gentle. My horse, I've decided you can't have his name. Because a horse, of course a horse, his name is Mr. Ed. Now we brush, knee, and push. Same bow stance, right? Just a greater turn in the waist, that's all. And let go. There's that video of the flag, right? Close one side to the other. Brush, knee, push. Now here, let's wave our hands, becoming the clouds. Seated, we lift the heel, sink it back down. Standing, we lift the heel, bring the foot closer to the other, whatever that closer means to you. You know, we have 2 more steps here. Just be the clouds. Float carefree. Feet come together. Feel the waist. It's a small turn, right? Because our feet are together. The turn is not as much as here when we step open. It's still toe to toe, but since our feet are further apart, it just seems like it is more distance. One more step. Here we are. The last time to let the clouds, gathering the energy to the center of you. One arm, the Colorado side, it's done. We need to tap the side, let it know it's there. So the rooster can crow on one leg, the hand that went down originally, the Colorado side. That's the side we rise up, find your rooster, your Tai Chi. One each side. We don't have to lift up high, we just need to feel. Be the rooster. And here we become the beautiful lotus flower. Right now, I'm going to open up, I'm going to be these flowers that's on this vine for my watermelon, hoping those all become watermelons. Told my neighbors, come get some, just in case. You never know. And we open up. Beautiful flowers. Arms extend. Let's go over to Colorado so we can grasp the sparrow's tail. Now here we do the step out. It's the big turn like in brush knee. Pull to push, leg stays extended. everything just extend with each gentle step. From the root of the floor to the fingertips to the crown of the head. Everything just expands. Now here we go to Colorado. It's time to become the white crane, just the one side. And open up, tap the toe, and let go. Let our feet draw together. Close the door. Come back to focusing on all the glory inside of you, who you are. Now that last movement actually has another way to get there. So, if you will, let's bring our feet just to our open position. A little teaching time, shall we? So we're going to embrace the moon. Here's the moon. We're not going to tap the toe yet. So this top hand is going to go down, and there's the top wing. The bottom hand circles out and goes down, and then we float back in. So instead of just extending here, right, we're going to let the hands go just the opposite as the body turns. And come back down. So let's give that a try, if not already. Let's do each arm single, okay? So top hand has to go down. There we are. Notice the elbow stays down. And then the bottom hand, elbow stays down. Still comes to the same place. It's just a different pathway. Now, bring together and just let them make a circle. Have you noticed that we've done this before in parting the horse's mane? Right? Same movement of parting the horse's mane, except we don't stop here, we stop here. Beautiful. So let's give it a go, shall we? Hands sink down beside you. We open the door to this new movement type of the white crane. Let's go to the mountains. We pull in. Now begin to part the horse's mane as you do the empty step, but then continue, pause. Now let the hands reach out. Yes, we gotta try the other side. So we step in, let's part the horse's mane, right? Part the horse's mane, tap the toe, part the horse's mane, but then just continue a big circular movement. And then we pause in the finished position. There we are. Let's try that one more time. Let the hands draw the foot in. Begin to part the horse's mane, but then just continue the movement. Sinking down. Closing the door. Beautiful. So now we begin the Wudon 8. Remember, on this 8, it's still both sides, but we don't alternate. We do one side completely, come back, other side completely, come back. Okay? So, and the Wuji position, beginning, right, is a wide open the door movement. So your right leg roots in. We open up, 2 steps per seated, right? Wider than your shoulders. The palms of the hands face each other. Fingertips draw together. We breathe in just to the belly button. Shoulders heavy, exhale, sink and open. Hold the moon on top of the head, on the shoulders. Sink it down. That's just one time for everything. We do the wave, right? Like to open the door, one full and then one half. So here's the full one. Sink it down. Let the whole body rise and sink. Seated, the heels rise as the arms rise. Now this time, as we come down, we embrace the moon, carry it to the Colorado side, or lion holds the drum. We turn it over in the center, so your hands go 3 to 9. And we continue to turn. Now the side that the hands are on, we sink the weight there. Right? And here goes the hands. They go high and low, just like we just did, right? But the other foot steps out. Now, if we're standing, let's go ahead and take that step forward. Seated, let the other foot just extend so we can become the white crane. There we are. Now, we're going to bring the foot in. So seated, bring the foot in. And then take it back out, brush knee. Now standing, your back foot's going to draw forward. As you retreat, the hands sink everyone. And seated, both ankles under knees right here, please. We open up. Tap the toe to play the peapaw. Let the hands draw in. Play the peapaw. One more time. I just felt like it needs to happen. Now 3 steps back if we're standing. Heels rise and sink 3 times if we're seated. So here we go. There's our step back. Your step back is wide, or else you'll go into a tightrope movement, and that's just not good. Smaller steps for limited room. Be the clouds. So here, the yin-yang foot goes back. And now we step to the Colorado side. So seated, we just do the bow stance. That's all we're doing. Part the horse's mane. Sink the hands down, step back into place. So everyone should be back in their beginning foot placement. And we begin again. Now breath in. Exhale, letting go. Hold the moon on the shoulders. Guide the universal energy in and through you, layer by layer. Skin, fat, nerves, fascia, bone, muscle. Make a way. Now this time when the hand comes down, we'll go to our yin-yang side. We float to our other side, on to Colorado. Then we shift all the way to our Colorado side. The hands begin to do their waving hands like cloud movement. We take our step out. You can take a small step. And here we open up. There's our crane right there. Then we wave the hands like clouds again. Stepping back in. The step out to brush knee. The back foot advances. Everything in the front retreats. We open for breath in. Play the peapaw. And wave our hands like clouds. 3 steps back into place, or heel lift and heel rest. And just be the clouds. There's step 2. Step 3, so your Colorado foot would be the one that you put the weight into. And then we step towards the yin-yang and part the horse's mane. Sinking down, letting go. Close the door. Pause. Feel wonderful. And breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now here standing, we'll have our heels together. Seated, just have your toes slightly everted out, like a 10 and 2 o'clock position, as if your heels were together. Now, sun style Tai Chi. Now, like we began class, a little weight shift, one side to the other. Very small, minute feel of shifting the weight. Our knees, remember, bent, tailbone relaxed, spine is lifted, shoulders are heavy. Now, shift your weight to the Colorado side. Let your toe open up. Seated, you're already there. We shift the weight, but now your other toe comes straight ahead. The hands draw to our side. We'll take a step out with the yin-yang side. And seated and standing, let's just bring our feet like we're taking a step forward. Feet side by side. Now we step back into place. Now everyone's toes are at 12 o'clock. We sink down, Tai Chi clapping. Now here as we open, seated, we'll lift the heels. A breath in. Sinking down. Open the big fan. So we turn our Colorado side toe out. Standing, this will be your L stance. Seated, it's still more like a bow stance, right? And we open up. We look the direction of the foot we step. Just one time. Let's bring it back in. Everyone's ankles under their knees. And other side, same. Now here's where it changes, right? So the hand that comes back in from the step out comes down to like a tabletop. And then you create that two-sided pyramid I talk about. So the hands that float across, that's the foot that does the half step sideways. Even seated, we can do this right here. Because we got to take that step we just did, reverse it, bring it back into place. Such a small step, almost unnoticeable. So we do that same movement again with that same leg. Shoulders heavy, relax the jaw, a smile helps. Now the foot stays there. We're gonna bring the other foot in, half step, again, barely noticeable. Now we go back the direction we came. Root all the way into the lower hand side. There's the small step, beautiful, shoulders extra heavy. Now I have one step. If you're out of room, just stay there and just lift the heel, right? So we keep our feet right here. It's time to finish the clouds. So here we go. And then we go to lazy about tying the coat. So the arms reach out towards the mountains, a little turn away from the camera. The arm that's furthest away drops in like we're holding a box. The other sword finger to the wrist. And then we play the pea-paw to the yin and yang side. Isn't that beautiful? Let the toe here lift up and then plant down like a bow stance. And then we extend slightly. Let the waist or the heart bring the hands across like we're catching the water from the clouds. We come back to our first movement. A little push. Let's go feet side by side and then back into place. So the foot that steps back, that hand is the bottom hand. The other rests right on top. Now here we're going to stay with our heels in place and just lift the bottom hand heel and we reach out. So sideways look, it's going to be this way, right? So we can lift the foot of the hand that goes back and then that hand becomes the top hand. And then we can lift the foot. Now this back hand closes for a punch. The top hand brushes away. Don't squeeze the hand. Now they trade places. What is open is closed. What is yin becomes yang. Soft to strong. Now, both hands close. The arm that is extended drops to the bottom. We turn to Colorado. We carry the tiger up the mountain. Remember that? But here, empty step, tap the toe, ball the foot, the palms open to face you. And now everything draws in. The hands close, we step in. Bow stance, same side, circular punch, like in the 24. Now the hand of the foot that's behind sinks down. We come back into close, hand, embrace the moon. The foot that just stepped in, roots in, so we can tap the ball of the foot to carry the tiger up the mountain on the other side. There we are. Everything pulls in, the hands close, the foot pulls in. Same here, okay, circular punch. The height of your temples, the width of your head. Now the arms cross over. We come back, ankles under hips. Circular punch right here. To the front, to the camera. No steps. Now the hands cross over, but instead of reaching away, they draw in. We're pulling the energy in, sinking it down. Let the hands go like you're riding a tricycle. That's the only thing I can think of right here. And double punch to the crown of your head, and the hands like we have seeds. We're just going to sprinkle the seeds to the earth. And close the door. Pause. Feel, explore. Years of journeying through Tai Chi. Different styles, different ways, but ultimately we find your Tai Chi, the grand ultimate version of you. Let's acquire our ruler, shall we? Now we did lots of footwork, yes? So we're going to start with no footwork, but more focus internally. Since we did a lot of outward expression of the glory that's you. So let the palms of the hands notice the temperature of the ruler right away. The weight. Texture, if there is, yeah. If you have the fancier ruler, so you have all those little extra carvings here. This one, just perfect for me. Come back to our breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you like. Let the ruler draw up to the heart. Feel the chest open, pull the elbows back, and now extend forward. Let the shoulders extend forward. We're taking that morning, like a standing, what was that, cat in yoga? The arms sink down. A big, beautiful breath in. It's the first thing I do when I sit up out of bed. A big, long breath in. I do a little side lean, a little turn to the spine, a wiggling of the toes. You could say it's this type of qigong, right? I'm trying to increase my qi before I get up and walk around. So now let's focus to the center of our ruler. As we focus on bringing the energy to the center of the ruler, as if we're sending the AC and the DC to the center of the ruler to light the bulb, if you will. Focus on bringing that AC and DC into you to light you up. Now here we're going to focus on the spine. So as we draw up, we extend the heart. Now the extension, since the heart is pointing up, the arms reach up. And then we let the spine flex of what flexing is for you. Slowly we draw up. The whole body undulates, becomes its own wave of energy. Gathering in and around. We can only express so much through the physical self. So we go to that internal, the mental, not the brain, the mind. Use the mind, explore, right? Pretend. The pretend becomes reality. And so you see yourself here. You are there. And you're gathering the energy all directions of you. As you take a bow, maybe your whole body dips into the earth, past the earth, into the universe. One more this way. Let the body come to stillness. Soak up, feel the chi. One more big, beautiful breath in. And as you exhale, sink down. Extend forward, lifting up like a painter brushing the canvas. Pouring the energy in. Just the right amount. Or whatever that is for you. Maybe it's overflowing. Maybe it's just enough to fill you to the ends of your fingertips, to fill you to the very end of the skin. To the end of the skin. I gotta write that one down. Reach. Okay, now here, reach the shoulders forward. Let the shoulders now sink down. Let the chest expand. One more this way. There we are. Become still as a stone. Now, not those stones in the, I think it's the California desert, Mojave somewhere, and they slide across the earth. I found out why, but don't be those stones. Be so still, you actually grow moss, not the rolling stone. And just soak it all in. Let our ruler become vertical. Let our feet go a little wider, however you like to get there. Standing, a little hinge of hip and knee. And we float side, extend, and we float in, and then we extend. This is all. Pull, gather in, left to right. Let the body sway. Let the waist, heart, shoulders, head rotate. Feel the sinking in of the weight side to side. If you want to lift the heel, standing or seated, we can do this as well. Like a swing set. can turn the body more if you like, and then float in. Song the body. Let the whole body just extend. Remember, it's not just the arms, right? That song, it's everything. Our 33 vertebrae. Shoulders, hips, elbows, knees, wrists, ankles, metatarsals, tarsals, phalanges, ulna bone, radial bone. So the two in the forearm. You got two in the lower leg. Pull and sink, rise, sink, rise. Now with that same feel, as we extend, circle around, out to you, out to me. Sink. Rise. Now, just this physicalness of the movement, we can only extend so much in the here and now. So we come back to this being the imagination, where it is that we are songing the body. One more. Come to the center, come to stillness. Slowly we let our ruler turn itself around. Pause. Feel the lightness. Notice what the texture was as the palms turned around. Now just a little sway to the yin-yang side. And then we extend song out to the mountains and circle around. If you like to lift the heels a little, beautiful. Sink the hips down. Fantastic. Find where the greatest expression of you can be with where we are today. Two more. The last is here. Now, small circles in front as we bring our feet back into where we began. Let the circle get smaller, smaller. Like water going down the drain. Sink the chi into the center of you and let the ruler rest. Let us rest. Pause. Feel through the spine, feel through the shoulders, all this wonderful energy of the glorious you. Let your ruler rest somewhere nearby or to the palm of your right hand. Feel the arms heavy beside you. If you still have the ruler, notice the temperature of it on the ends or the side. But let's song the body 3 more times. beautiful place in your mind space that brings you your peace and place. The radiance of your energy, whatever color it is. Brilliant blue, a radiant red, a mellow yellow. But here, let's think about those people, places, things, thoughts, and ideas that bring you health, healing, hope, and happiness into our minds, our mental energy, to our hearts, our emotional energy, into our bodies, our physical energy. Sink it in. Let it infuse all of who and what you are to your atomic level. And with that, thank you for another wonderful day.